What's going on, everybody? How you doing? And welcome to another Gaming Fire with Lord PeteyTV. I'm Lord PeteyTV. I'm here to speak to you about some amazing updates and things that are going on in the gaming world. And I wanted to make sure I gave you this information because I think it's just cool for people to know some pretty interesting and neat things that are going on in the gaming community. So these are these are pretty cool, and I really think that you're gonna like them. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button first here so you can see when we go live with more gaming information. We normally try to put this out twice a week, and I try to do this for you all the time. I greatly appreciate and love you all, so please make sure you hit that subscribe button and also stay on to listen up for more information. And we have a merch store, things like that, so greatly appreciate it if you end up checking that stuff out. Now, the first thing I wanted to talk about is something that Valve is doing. So, what people don't realize and see what's happening is that Valve is the maker of like Team Fortress, Portal, things like, and just a couple of things. So they've never done this before, but this is the first time they're ending up doing it. They are taking back Team Fortress and Portal from fan projects. Now you're probably asking yourself, why are they doing this? This seems very, very weird. My personal opinion is that they're taking these projects back because they are updating them. So just to dive in a little bit more, so what they ended up doing was that there's this project called Team Fortress Source 2. Sorry, I have notes written here, so I'm probably going to reference that throughout the whole entire time. But anyway, so Team Fortress 2 Source, it was a game that brought a lot of life back to the game with a more modern engine and things like that. Well, over on Twitter, people have said, "Hey, you need to take this down. We're done. You can't work on this anymore. Take it off the Steam store. You got to take it off. You're done. No more." So the creator of that ended up doing that with a DMCA, and it kind of stinks because a lot of people played the game and they enjoyed it, and now they got nothing from it. So that sucks, and I don't think that's a cool thing to do. But if Valve is taking it and updating it or doing something, which a lot of companies are doing right now for money reasons, I'm hoping that that's the case and that is something that's bringing them back, and it will definitely be worth it for them. So I hopefully they will end up doing that. The other project that they did this to is Portal. What is it called? Portal. I don't think it's called Portal. Is it Portal 64? Um, so I think it's Portal 64. So it's the Portal puzzle game that everyone talks about. So this one guy ended up like starting to recreate it, and he ended up doing the first 13 areas kind of like as a test. And he has also been hit up with a DMCA, and he went to Twitter and said, "Hey guys, sorry, I can't do this anymore. I'm getting hit with Valve. They're telling me I can't do it, so I'm sorry. Thanks for the support. I'm hoping that Steam, I'm sorry, not Steam. I'm sorry. I'm hoping that Valve ends up talking to these individuals and uses them and employs them so that they can end up using some pretty cool things for the future. I mean, that would be amazing if they can end up taking that stuff, kind of updating it and pushing it forward. That would be kind of cool, and I think that they would appreciate that, and I think the gaming world would appreciate that also. Um, yeah. So the next thing is this is like a guilty pleasure of mine that not many people know. But if you've been around me and you've played games with me for a while and you've seen my streams and stuff like that, you've probably heard me talking about it before. So Final Fantasy 14 is, in my personal opinion, one of the best MMOs ever created. Not only do I feel that the storyline is amazing, the CGI amazing, the combat amazing, graphically amazing, everything about it, the flying, the animals, the enjoyment level. There's so many different levels of enjoyment when it comes to Final Fantasy 14. I think that is probably one of the best MMOs. Now, if you know about my other channel, it's all about World of Warcraft because that is like a passion that I love. I've been playing it since 2004 and on. And Final Fantasy 14 is something I do play, but I play it in the background. But now, someone ended up talking to Yoshi-P, and he is the big head of Final Fantasy 14, and asked him why they like what makes Final Fantasy 14 so enjoyable. And the big thing he said was, it's taking everything that's good about console games and placing it into the MMO world. And you're probably asking yourself, like, what does that mean? And that means, graphically, it means the combat's easy to play. If you can touch it on a controller, you can enjoy it. If you want to do single player, if you just want to play for the story, it has that option also. So all of those things are kind of set in his head when he's creating the next type of game. And that's definitely something that, everyone is going to see in this upcoming, expansion and things like that. Because they did already announce that there's going to be a new game coming out called Dawn Trial or Dawn Trail, I think it is Dawn Trail. I can't read. So that is supposed to be coming out, sometime this year in the summer, and it's going to be, doing a lot more stuff to it. It's going to be doing new area, new level increase, new dungeons, new enemies, new cosmetics, new craftings, new gear, all that stuff. They're supposed to do updates to character models. They're supposed to be doing updates to certain system updates. They're going to be doing the gold saucer, if you know what that is. That's like the casino area that they have there. They're giving, a new playable race for anyone that has Shadowbringers. There's so much that this game does and gives, and I feel that it's almost like it's just a game that keeps on giving. And the one thing I love the most about Final Fantasy 14 is that you can go in there, you can end up playing, you can take a break, and you're like, all right, I did the story, I enjoyed it, I liked it, I don't need to do the raids, I'm good. You end up leaving, you go somewhere else, you end up doing whatever you want to do there, you come back in a couple of months, boom, all good, and you enjoy it, and it's great. So I think that that's something that people are kind of missing, and I think it's kind of cool. Now, the last thing that I kind of wanted to talk about was something that I find interesting. Now, um, the reason why I got a smirk on my face is because people think I'm crazy when I talk about stuff like this. When you're playing an MMO, you need to have the most amount of things that you can do possible. Meaning, you got to have alt keys, left keys, right keys, all this other stuff. You have MMO mice, all these other things. People never think about this. You can use your feet as also key. Now, Elgato has a pedal where you have two on the left and the right and in the middle, and it's like a flat board. MSI has come up with something that is actually going to revolutionize gaming. And I want to contact these guys and see if we can get it. And I'm hoping that we can, because I think that it's something that I would use. And I think that it's something that the gaming community is going to love and it's going to want to use. It is a gaming pedal. So you have your one central pedal like this, and then you have your left and your right toggles on the pedal. You'll see it. I'll have it up here. Because you'll have the left and the right toggle pedals, and you have the center pedal. And during that, you have all of those things. You can push down on one, you can tap left and you can tap right. So you have all of those things that are there. And that's something that, I think that you're going to have multiple different feels. Now, I don't think the Elgato one can do this, so don't quote me on this, but you can chain this pedal to another pedal and another pedal. You can have 7 pedals. Because, if you're an octopus and you have more legs, you want to be able to hit more pedals. So that is the option. So you have 3 activatable buttons, and it's called the MSI Liberator GP12. Now, it was just came out in ECS, and I think it's going to be really, really cool, and I think it's going to be really, really awesome to have, and I really want to get my hands on it. And I'm not just saying that because I'm a tech nerd. I'm saying that because it looks really, really, really cool. I'm hoping this is something that we can use. We'll see. And lastly, I would like to say thank you all very much for listening to me ramble for a little bit about, this new gaming tech. I greatly appreciate it. My name is Lord PeteyTV. I'm on twitch.tv every single Monday through Friday. Please come and check us out. We end up talking about lots of different stuff. We talk about crazy stuff every single day while we're on the channel. It is, make sure you follow there, subscribe if you want to support the channel. If you're looking to support the channel, use Lord PeteyTV. at sub 2R for your, your mounting brackets, your gaming glasses, your camera mounts, any of that stuff. That's the best stuff in the world. I use most of their stuff and it's amazing. Uh, the next thing is make sure you use it when you going to Rogue Energy drinks. If you use energy drinks and you use them, make sure you use them. Use our code, support the channel, and also our merch store. Check us out where you want to get shirts. I just bought a whole bunch of new shirts. You can get glasses. You can get like beer steins, pint glasses, all this other stuff. So make sure you go check us out. Thank you so much. Dream big, keep gaming, and I will see you all later in the week. Love you. Bye, everybody. Thanks again.